Hello YouTube and welcome to my review of The Robot of Sherwood, which is the third episode of Series 8, and this one was written by Mark Gatiss, and this is his first sort of episode for Peter Capaldi. So really the plot of this is that Clara wants to see Robin Hood, but the Doctor believes that he doesn't exist, which he doesn't really exist in real life, but Clara wants to see him. And so they go to Sherwood, and the Doctor makes a broad statement of how Robin Hood doesn't exist, and then of course we see a brilliant scene of Robin Hood shooting an arrow into the TARDIS, which was quite nice. So it sort of kicks off from there, and it turns out like the castle has got a ship inside it, but it's all quite good, really, quite good stuff. And I love the interaction between the Doctor and Robin Hood. I was really sort of interested as to how that would come about, and how that would work out on screen. This has probably been the most light-hearted episode we've seen of Series 8, because the other two were quite dark. It's nice that we've had a bit of a break from that. But this one felt very classic. It felt more classic than the previous two. But this one had a very classic feel to it. There were a lot of classic references in there. For example, few people have spotted the Enlightenment reference. I believe apparently there's a reference to the Big Finish Red Dawn story, which I don't know what the reference was. Might be a reference to the Visitation, the way the story was sort of produced. But I love the use of outdoor location footage. I thought from the minute I saw the trailer, I thought, yes, this is going to be a fun, adventurous, light-hearted story, and it was really. It's probably my favourite Gatiss story now, because Mark Gatiss has written some good episodes for Doctor Who, like The Unquiet Dead, and some other stories. But I thought the actor who played Robin Hood, Tom Riley, I think his name is, did a great job of portraying Robin Hood. It was a bit sort of, I liked his laugh, the laugh that he sometimes did when Clara asked him, why are you sad, and that's why he's always laughing, because he might be sad, so he wants to cheer himself up. But yeah, I like the interaction between Clara and Robin Hood, especially because I just find it hilarious how the Doctor is sort of jealous of their relationship, not as in the kind of relationship that Daddy Pink and Clara had, but Clara and Robin Hood. So as for the robot, or robots themselves, I'm not sure why it was called Robots of Sherwood. I think they should call it Robots of Sherwood, because there was more than one. But yeah, I liked their design. I think they looked quite cool. I liked how they had like a little sort of cross, and they're sort of laser fired out. Yeah, I thought that was good. I wasn't sure what their sort of weapon would be when I saw them in the Series 8 full trailer, but I thought that was quite a good idea. It felt quite like the Time Warrior episode, this. A lot of people have sort of talked about how this was a story that has sort of similarities between the Time Warrior. For me, also, I'll just quickly say, Tom Riley sort of played a little bit like Johnny Depp from Pirates of the Caribbean, sort of Captain Jack Sparrow type of acting, which I quite liked, and sort of this silly type character who's sort of like a legend in the story. But with the Time Warrior sort of feel, I think it's because of the fact it's set in medieval times, or roughly, and I thought that would be quite a nice sort of nod to the past. And I think John Pertwee is Peter Capaldi's favourite Doctor, by the way he talks about him in interviews. So that was quite a nice, touch. And also, as for the Chief of Nottingham, I think it's called, as played by Ben Miller, a lot of people have said he acts and looks so much like Anthony Ainley from the 1980s Master. Yeah, I can definitely see why. I just thought, could he be the Master? But no, I don't think he is, because Stephen Moffat said in an interview that Russell D Davies has sort of concluded the Master story. So, it'll be a bit sort of weird point in the series to see. It'd be a very strange reveal if that turned out to be the Master. So I liked, one scene I particularly liked was when the Doctor fell into the sort of stream or river, or when they were having that sort of sword versus spoon fight, which was very Matt Smith-like, but at the same time it was quite nice to watch. There's a lot of comedy in the story, which I liked. Lots of banter, especially in the cellar scene. That was probably my favourite scene. And Clara just tells them to shut up, which you can see a bit more little bits of character development there, because she's not afraid to sort of stand up to, well, not stand up, but sort of, tell, sort of fairly important male characters. I'm not saying that Clara isn't important, but powerful characters such as Robin Hood and the Doctor to shut up, which was good. So that was a great scene there. So yeah, I can't really think of anything else to say. I think Paul Murphy did a brilliant job as director. I thought, as this is his first story that he's directed, and he did a great job. I'm looking forward to seeing more of his direction if he ever comes back to direct any Doctor Who episode, which I hope he does, because like I said, I am looking forward to seeing more of his stuff. So yeah, great direction. I think there were bits of, I've got a few sort of down points of the story. The CGI was a bit dodgy, but overall that's a minority. It's not really a major thing. It only appeared towards the end. And there was another point of negativity that I had, but I've forgotten what it was. I might put it in the comment section, I don't know, but yeah, overall a really good episode. I really enjoyed it. It's probably my favourite episode of this series so far. As for the next episode, which is Listen, which looks brilliant, that looks to be the best yet, and it looks quite terrifying. So thanks for watching this review. My overall rating for The Robot of Sherwood would probably be an 8 or 9 out of 10. Because I just thought it was a great episode. I think it's better than Into the Dalek, but obviously people have their different opinions, so comment down below, tell me what you thought of The Robot of Sherwood, and I shall see you for my review of Listen, which I cannot wait to watch. So I can't wait to watch the episode of Listen, which is apparently meant to be really good, so because people have watched the online episode or read the script or something, so apparently it's really good. So like I said, thanks for watching, and join me next time for my Series 8 review of the Listen episode.